Take 7 sticks to blow a stump out of the pond. He said, that's not what I'm talking about. Are you obedient or are you disobedient? You wonder why you got trials and tribulations in your life? I don't know this for a fact, but I just about guarantee if you'll sit down with me and tell me the truth, I'll show you a decision you made of disobedience that sets you on the path where you are. Amen? You're thinking about that time. I shouldn't, didn't I? One young lady asked me, she says, I don't know what's wrong with my marriage. He just doesn't seem to love me, and I'm pregnant with his child. And I said, well, where'd you meet him at? And she said, the Palomino. In case y'all don't know, the Palomino in Charlotte, they backed about 5 tractor and trailers of cold beer up on this side, and they went from left to right, and they throwed the empties in the trailers that were last week's. That crowd would drink about 5 tractor and trailer loads of beer every Friday and Saturday night. If you meet somebody at the Palomino, what do you expect? I mean, it's like what's the old saying, you can't take a hog's ear to make a French purse with her or something like that. Listen, I want to leave you with this note. Are you responding to the love of God? Are you in fellowship with Him? Are you seeking God? Now listen, the Bible's clear about this. Some of these televangelists, this is one of the few things they've got in their right in their message. You need to be around people that's going to make you better Christians. You need to be around people that's going to lead you to be the disciple God's called you to be, to mentor you, to hold you accountable. And let me ask you something. Do you have an accountability partner? I've had one most of my life, and this is the rules. There are no rules. If he asks me anything, he's allowed to ask me everything he can think of. And I have to tell him the truth. He's my accountability partner. God's my ultimate accountability partner because He knows my heart and what I was thinking and what I wanted to be disobedient about. Remember this, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. The love of God is universal in scope. He loved the world. He didn't love Southern Baptists. He didn't love people that went to Hyde Park. He didn't just love people that was born in the 50 states of America. He loved the people of the world. He loved them that much that He gave His Son in a personal appeal that whoever should believe in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. I asked you this morning to speak to yourself. You talk to yourself about everything else, right? Like, I'd look good in that dress. I'd look good in that car. You know, wonder what kind of mood the boss man going to be when I walk in. I reckon I better stop and get him some donuts and a coffee. Get him kind of tightened up a little bit so he'll like me for today. Right now, what are you thinking about your relationship with God? It needs to grow a little bit, doesn't it? Jesus needs to come on into your heart, and you need to get more obedient. You need to put Him first. You need to let Him know that you love Him. And I expect great things from Him. Now this is where all this comes to an end at. That statement in that song they sang, set me free. You want to be set free in your heart and your mind and your soul? Trust Jesus. Believe that He, first, go back and read that. He has the ultimate authority. That means He can take anything, do anything. He has no rules. Nobody tells Him what to do. He's not surprised by anything. And when you understand God has a plan for your life, Jeremiah 29:11, not for harm but for good, then you begin to understand, what do I need to get myself out of this mess? I live on a dirt road. You just cannot keep the back of a car from getting dusty on a dirt road. Amen? Now in your life, you're traveling down a dirt road, but with God with you, who knows? There might be a little car wash. Clean up. God can clean you up. But you've got to be one of His children. Amen? So I'll leave you with that note. What we're going to do, Miss Joan, just play something kind of slow and quietly. You got something? Okay. And all I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 minutes. And I can tell you, if you want to come to the altar, you come to the altar. But you need to know that you're saved. You need to know that if God raptured His church out, His children at this very moment, you wouldn't be left in these brown and blue pews saying, where'd everybody go? Amen? And all God's children said, amen. Amen. You're at liberty. Y'all can get up. One thing though, remember this, Doug and Gloria's daughter Nicole had had some surgeries, got some more coming up. Rebecca left to go pick up Tucker to take him to atrium care. Whatever's going on with that left arm has come back, and it may be worse. But that's where she left to go do. And just love each other and pray for each other. Thank you.